Because the elves were the original ones handing them out to the Doras.
Several guards burst in the room and asked what they should do.
It's okay. It was just a drill. You can stand down now.
A joke?
Drill.
Oh, drill. Very good, sir. Should we arrest her?
No.
Very good, sir. They back off.
Well, that was interesting.
Yes.
So back to what we were doing.
Which is interesting because I'm not sure if the Alex, well, one of the Alex ones was that, but the one, so the short, squat, red-headed dude and the other one were potentially not. Interesting.
Look.
McKay
I mean,
pondered.
the next time I see one of them, I'm just gonna grab them.
It's not going to help you. They'll fade away.
I mean,
they're not. As you noticed, she wasn't aggressive towards us,
I know, but
and
Freddie
she's been
gets
just. She was, and if you attempt to grab one of them, depending on who they are, they will pretty much have our skills from when we walked the pattern. So you'll be dealing with one of us who have walked the pattern at our
well,
skill
if it's
level.
Mildred, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I don't think you've seen Mildred when she actually wants to fight.
Next time, I will tell the elves to take.
I mean, I saw her fight Santa Claus. Well, Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, she was just strangling her. She wasn't actually attempting to stab her or shoot her or many of the other combat abilities Mildred actually has.
I'm waiting for Freddie to attack an Alex Kinley version of it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't do it, because if you attacked the Alex version or the Doc version, or if you encounter a version of me, I think you'll unfortunately come out second best.
Yeah, I'm not that dumb. I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Remember that those of us that have been around longer than you have more experience than you, so will we more likely to be more skilled in combat.
So that was weird.
So what do we do about them? Then we just leave them?
Well, if we can get, I'm not sure how we talk to the pattern besides through the pattern's proxies, such as that person there.
Wait, what is the
of Mildred
quote unquote pattern? I thought it was just a magical bullshit. Whatever.
What do you mean? What is the pattern? The pattern was the thing that was the object that you walked.
Yeah, I know that, but like, is it alive? What?
Yes.
Oh.
In the sense that it is, well, I suppose in some ways you could call it a god.
It's probably one of the gods I will fight after we cancel Christmas.
Oh. I'd rather not fight that
Probably
one.
Not quite to that extent. I suspect it'll be made up gods that exist in some of the realms, as opposed to one of the power. I mean, they're known as the powers with a capital P. I mean, they got limits what they can do. As you saw, they can create copies of people that have walked the patterns and get them to do stuff. Which and they only last for a certain time before they disappear.
So the pattern wants red gems.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm gathering here?
Stones. It didn't say gems.
It
said
red stones, right?
Doesn't necessarily mean they're gems. I mean, they could be rubies. They could be something else, but I'm sure it's something else.
What if
why it believes they're here within this pocket dimension, these pocket realms, I don't know. And if we understood what they were or what they need, what the pattern needs them for, we may be able to assist, because then we would know where to look based on our.
Well, if they wanted them that bad, why didn't they just ask us?
Did you visit Ebra? They never just ask things.
I mean, maybe that will make their lives easier if they did.
Yes, I agree. If the pattern actually tried to work with us as opposed to ignoring us or whatever, as you saw, the individuals that are copies of us, while they're under certain compulsions, they can actually, we can talk to them as if so.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, she was as difficult to get along with and get information out of as Mildred. So.
Oh, I wonder when I'll meet my version. That'll be fun.
You may or you may not.
Seeing two Freddys in the same room, both having a personal breakdown, an emotional breakdown at the same time. That might
probably just talk about
if we go back to MMO land and they say, "Oh, Freddy, you made that spice delivery for us yesterday. That's great. We know that your one was created and
I will
found
literally
that
kill
getting the spice was more overwhelming compulsion than getting the red stones."
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Did someone do like research of red stones in the Amber Library?
No, we haven't. Well, part of the problem is the Amberites speak a different language to us. They speak Fari.
I know.
And as far as I know, none of us are skilled in that language as yet.
Yeah.
So
we don't show up. They've got a bunch of different kinds of red beads and shit like that. Mm-hmm. There she is.
It was. You may have heard stories of a copy. You may have had stories of a copy of Alex appearing in MMO land while you were there.
He waved at me and said, "Give me a drink" or something.
Yeah, that's probably the real one.
Oh, I can't keep track, he says.
Anyway, there's the one that you saw that was looking for the red stones was a copy.
We need a way to be able to tell the copies from the original.
We need a code word. Okay.
Well, the as you saw, the copies seem to be.
I thought the copy was
the red stones, but also the thing about the copies is that they I didn't. Can I recall whether or not she had a phone bracelet on?
Alex actually looked, Freddie actually looked, and she did not have one on. She was dressed in the same clothes as when she walked the pattern, because Mildred knows that. They're pretty much nondescript clothes. Mildred usually wears stuff that is not memorable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have another question. Maybe Joshua, you know? Okay. Are the copies of ourselves up to the point where we walk the pattern?
Yes.
Or after?
No.
Okay, so they don't know anything we know now.
They know everything. They know part of what we know now because we know what we knew before we walked the pattern.
I mean, okay, what I'm saying is, do they know stuff that we found out after we walked the pattern?
No.
So then if we made a code word now to identify ourselves, people will know who's the real one.
We could put a black X on her head.
No.
Nah, they tried that in MMO land with Alex.
Yeah.
I think we can like. I don't think they are trying to hide. Like, she just said she wants red stones, and she was.
Alex was definitely hiding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skulking around. Didn't even say hi to us when we.
Yeah, but they're acting like us would be if we had the compulsion to get the stone. So they're following the sort of behaviors of, what would have Alex done if he knew that he had to get the stones and he had to be sure that, and different things. Whereas Mildred, being Mildred, just went in and
I know what the code word could be.
Yes.
Well, Elvin boy.
Elwyn.
Elwyn. I was like, Elwyn. He says,
not Elvin and the Chipmunks. Elwyn.
He says, how about swordfish?
Mm.
I don't get it.
It's from a bad movie.
Oh.
I've
heard of that movie.
Password's always swordfish, he says.
Hmm.
I saw a play about it when I was in Kinleyville. They've got a little playhouse there. Wow, I say playhouse. It's kind of somebody's house and they do plays in it, but they're open to build it up. They're wanting to make it so that it's like the whole world can be viewed in there. And I said, like the whole globe, and they said, that might be a name for it. I don't know why they were so excited, but
because that was the stage that Shakespeare had. It was called the Global Theatre or the Globe Theatre.
Who's Shakespeare?
I suppose maybe Shakespeare doesn't exist in this world. I suppose, well, there's no England in this world, so.
What's England?
England is a landmass that exists in some of the other realms.
And this guy was famous, you say?
Shakespeare was, yes.
Good plays?
He's one of the few playwrights that's plays still get acted around the world for 500 years after he passed away.
Can you bring me some of his books and stuff?
Yeah.
Or plays?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll just. Are you sure it's not her? If it is her, wink. Mm-hmm.
It's not her.
Am I sure that that's not the real one or the real one? What are you trying to ask me?
I don't know anymore. It's very confusing to me.
that is, as far as I know, that is the real Mildred.
As far as you know.
Of course,
that's what you told us before.
Let's put it this way. At one stage, Mildred pretended to be Maddie. So it's quite possible that this is not really Mildred, but this is Maddie all along.
Who the fuck is Maddie?
Mildred's girlfriend.
I'm not Maddie.
Wait, you date your identical twin? Ew.
I don't date anyone anymore. Okay.
As you may recall, Mildred used to look a bit different.
I thought it was a different girl.
No. Her face, in some of the higher tech, you can get what's called plastic surgery, which is where they can make changes to your features.
I promise I'm not Maddie.
So she got changes to her face and then pretended to be a girl she's in love with who looks like she does now.
So after the changes with the changes to her face reverted back to how she looked originally.
I'm gonna go now.
Yeah, go.
I know how you feel.
He
understood. He's muttering in Latin.
He mutters, I don't understand any of this shit. These complicated human matters and stuff. He wanders off muttering. He goes, Shakespeare. I hope it's less complicated than what's going on here, he mutters to himself.
All right, so Amber. Going, yes, no?
Firewall. Yes.
Yes.
How?
Good question.
The equivalent to the American Indians don't speak that way in this world.
I hate you so much.
Okay.
You've been saying that a lot more lately as time goes by. A lot of hatred. Get
rid of that. Get rid of
that. Everybody reduce your hands back down a bit.
Get rid of the move plus 5 meters. Play the Insta Hero.
Oh. Do I want to be greedy?
Well, if you got a full retrieve. Yeah, I mean, you might as well if you wish. We're not potentially going to, we're not, who knows how long we're going to be before we get to the end of the game is what I'm trying to say. You may lose it, so why not?
I'll full retrieve it and play it.
Has anybody got any victories as yet?
No.
That's the hero.
I have a clone greed, but that's it.
Yeah, okay. No, just because I've still got the whole card, so I can hold the victory when we get it.
I got party escape.
What if we flew the flying car to the
Start again?
wall? To the what? Oh, that's. I mean, I know I'm not that good, but.
Do you have a 15,000 silver deposit handy?
That's a great way to get your flying car skill up, though.
No.
1,000 silver. You should
If
be.
you had 15,000 silver, then we could use the flying car. Because you don't have 15,000 silver, we cannot use the flying car.
Fine.
Because
I mean, if we did the spice trade, I would.
Because Doc bought it with his own funds, so I'm not
I
about
know
to let.
he did.
Doc would love nothing better than discovering Freddy had taken his flying car
Exactly.
somewhere. That would make him so happy. I'm sure that nothing horrible would happen to Stubby or Freddy or whatever he's being called now.
All right, then what?
So part of the reason I said this is 15,000 is because then you could go buy your own flying car, and then you own it. You can do whatever you want with it.
One day when we do the spice trade, I will.
It always comes back to the spices for Freddy.
What Doc pretty much did was in the Night City was he just basically rented a flying car. When it got trashed, he then got it repaired. Rinse, repeat.
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, they don't rent vehicles like that sort of. They don't rent flying cars in Gothic due to the rarity and the expense.
So then can we
rent a car?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd say we'd go rent a car, but we don't have that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I suppose the thing is, do we just travel to California via Burlington? California, sorry, Canada.
Canada.
Via. Oh, actually, no. We could possibly use Clems to get there because there was a Clems there. We just can't use Clems to get back.
Why?
I don't know if anybody. Because Clems can, as you have experienced yourself, Clems can take you to a location where Clems used to be, but was destroyed. When you went to Melwicks, for example.
It's still a hell of a walk from the ruins of the town, but I mean, I think I don't know about Freddy, but I know everybody else is either pretty strong in Mildred's case or verging on freakishly strong, as in, or actually McKay and Mildred are about the same, I think. But because you'd have to carry a lot of supplies, and you also need to figure out some clever way of having your water not freeze, because otherwise, well, actually no, you can get around the whole water thing if you bring enough wood and shit to, or actually no, wood you can get there too. So you just need fire starter stuff. Yeah.
We've got plenty of wood. We've got plenty of water we can get.
Yeah.
The water situation's no problem. It's just the
food and nightmarish circumstance. If everybody could cross country ski, I don't know if you guys all have that skill built up yet or not.
Ski.
Cross country skiing would definitely move you there a lot quicker.
Ski, cross country. Yeah, I can do it as a hobbyist.
That's a good idea to get more checks in it.
I've been building it up.
Oh, me too, actually.
Because I knew it would be useful for getting across.
But I have just skiing, not cross country.
And you need to specify.
Yeah.
If it's water, cross country, downhill.
I didn't specify.
With cross country skis, you can travel about as far as you can on foot in a day. So it'd be only 2 days as opposed to nightmarish, like close to a month of trudging through snow that's up to your waist.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
No.
In which case you got to slow right the fuck down and wait for them.
Well, they do pull along sleds behind them when they do cross country skiing.
You can. You can. It's more of a workout, obviously, but
yeah,
you can drag a lot.
So let's see the ways I've gotten over the snow. I've flown a couple of times. I've ridden Santa's sleigh once.
It's your own fault for not bringing the gliders that the PCs were given by King Random. That would have been just whoop.
Yeah, very emphasis on the crash sound. How have you two? Oh, there was
Land
what about
yacht.
the what happened with the advanced land yacht?
It's still there.
Where is there?
Let me consult my notes.
Yeah,
As
consult
my brain is.
party notes because the party likes to move that shit around.
Yeah, hold on.
Hey,
It's either in Burlington or MMO Land.
if it's in Burlington, then it's staying in I think it's left in Burlington. That's why
It's not on that story.
No?
I will note that I successfully travelled on that from Burlington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you went to yes, but you were not supposed to. That was a fuck up on Logan's part.
Okay. Because we were saying about how we could get it out, and in the end he said, no, you can still use it.
Yeah.
Now
you can use it as long as you stay in Burlington. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Because I travelled
Where the hell is it?
The roll road travel with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Burlington's too small.
Yep.
Where the hell is it?
Although what's really funny is that the smallest zone that's still big enough to be able to shadow walk out of, guess which one?
Gotham.
2 days.
No, Gotham's huge. It's got
Gotham's
a whole world.
huge. Yeah, it's a world.
Cyberpunk.
So it'd be something like either Cyberpunk's a world. It'll either be something like Land of the Lost.
Yep, that's it. That is the smallest world that is still possible to shadow travel out of. I like how we have different size worlds, and you got to worry about which sizes. Because anywhere you pop into the Land of the Lost, you can pretty quickly figure out where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's not on the list, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, I remember. Yep, I know where it is.
Where is
it's
it?
in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, great.
That's
yeah, that's right. You guys left it in. I know it's on my notes, so
Yeah.
Next to the gate. Yep.
You might want to make a note somewhere that that's been lost forever.
Which desert?
The Anvil.
Okay. We may have flown over it a couple of times, or it may have been nuked when we took out the city.
Possible.
It's next to the pyramid.
Then it's if the pyramid was where the ruined city is, then it's nuked.
No, pyramid's a different area. Okay. The pyramid he's talking about is the Tyrell Corporation building.
Oh, the Tyrell one. We didn't see that in our sitting around.
When you're just flying through a zone, you don't get to see everything in it because like the anvil is so big that it's very easy to just die horribly in there.
Okay, so the Tyrell Corporation pyramid is in the Anvil Desert, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Doc mentioned it to me, but I didn't quite note where he said it was.
It's also not. I think it's like 2 days away from the burrows. 2 days walk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, didn't see the burrows even with our jet sitting around.
Stop.
All right, anyway, we still.
Yourselves.
Pardon?
Stop briefing yourselves. Back to the issue.
I'm giving
her vehicle.
Giving her a card for that. Here's a new card, Yana.
Well, we can steal one from Gotham, like a 4x4 or something. No, they didn't have 4x4s.
We could go gamble and buy a car.
The
problem is we can't get the car.
Actually, I'm sorry. No, I'm just thinking. That's probably why it works that way. Well, I was just thinking about the fact that whenever we've shadow walked and we've done it and we wanted to go to Amber, and we've started off in say Gotham or something, when we've hit the world where Frontier Canada is on, we've always ended up in Frontier Canada.
Yes.
We've not ended up somewhere else in the continent. And I'm assuming that is because of the only exit is where the firewall is, which is in that location.
Oh.
So that's how we can shadow walk to Frontier Canada by aiming for. Because I was concerned about shadow walking to there, we'd end up anywhere. But that's if we're just specifying that world is our location. Whereas if we're specifying Amber is our location, that will force us to end up in the Frontier Canada.
Yeah.
But can we prematurely stop?
Yes, you can stop anywhere along the way. The only thing is to get going again. If you decide to stop sightseeing,
we have to do another.
Or shadow walk, right?
Yes. Okay. So yes, we can shadow walk. We can get something and shadow walk there. So we could get a vehicle.
That's very easy. The problem is which vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, in my opinion, snowmobiles are good, although a little rough because the snow's deep and soft. But nobody knows how to use snowmobiles. Of course, airship. You've been in that zone before in an airship, but only Alex Kinley knows how to fly a nuclear monkey-powered airship. Although there is a small airship in the. Don't do that, Yana. It makes but there is an airship modified for 3 people, 2 of which need to pedal their asses off, and 1 of which needs to use their fly airship skill. Currently good to go in MMO land because, by God, they solved one of their problems. By they, I mean you and stuff.
We solved 2 of their problems.
Yes.
The alternative is to just build another land boat with the help of the people in Kendyville, like we did originally, and use that.
Yeah,
a land yacht, sorry.
An advanced land yacht. Yeah, I do
advanced
have a little.
land,
yeah, I do have a little skill in advanced land yacht. Yeah, the only issue with that is it's potentially a one-way trip with it. Because unless you can build it, unless it's built in such a way that we can pull it apart into 3 bags or something.
Well, even if it is a one-way trip, if you end up making trumps, do you care?
No, but it's a case of yeah.
I mean, it's disposable, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So they helped make it, did they? I thought you guys
they helped us
it or something.
Well, they helped. We kind of helped to group effort kind of thing.
Okay, well, we can try that then.
Right. So you guys head over to the Clems, so you can go through to MMO land.
Yeah.
You begin to feel some trepidation as you head toward Clems.
I was going to say, before doing that, I'm going to changed out of my cold weather gear into something a bit more comfortable.
Are you sure? Because if you're going to do, you can take it with you, I guess. Your cold weather.
Exactly.
I'm going to leave the
Santa suits rather.
It was the more the fact that change get out of the cold weather gear, so because we've now got the Santa suits, leave the cold weather gear.
And we take pens with us and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're wearing the Santa suits.
Sorry, Yana. What did you say, Yana?
Paint.
Right.
Trump painting.
No problem. You guys get tooled down, change clothes, head over to Clams, get yelled, go through Clams, get yelled at by the guards. Then they realize who you are. They lead you guys out through their various booby traps and spikes and horrible shit that they've spent literally a year building all kinds of stuff. And they move it around now and then, so the pattern always changes, just in case. And they go out and they go, you're back, they tell McKay.
Yes. When was I last here?
You had left a note for us and told us next time you came through to give you the note you'd left us. It makes no sense to me, sir, but you
makes perfect sense to me because it's exactly the sort of thing I would do.
He looks totally baffled. Like, I don't know what's going on. They go and get the lockbox and they unlock it and they hand you the note and they're like,
Thank you.
would you like an escort to Kinleyville, sir, or are you okay?
We're in Kinleyville, aren't we?
No.
Or did you move the city away from Clems?
Oh, no. The Clem. Oh, shit, you're right. You are in Kinleyville. They look around. Holy fuck. Right. There you go.
Yeah, we didn't arrive here in the airship. We arrived here from Clems.
Yep, my bad. So you guys head over to the PC hutch and you sit down there. People bring you food, drink, fresh clothes, draw baths for you, and then fuck off so that you guys can have some privacy because they know you're a bunch of weird dudes. Although everybody, men, women, etc., all make sure to touch McKay and like, you okay? And put the hand on the shoulder. Okay. Rubbing his head like it's a crystal ball and they're going to find out the future. Just all kind of weird shit. They seem to like him too much. And you're wondering, how many people did he fuck? You look around at the whole staff, men, women, everybody. So.
The dead armies, probably.
Yeah, you're not sure what's going on. You're expecting to see a lot of little McKays running around now. But it's interesting to hear that he has such a wide range in taste. So they eventually all reluctantly leave.
Yes.
McKay just sits there and sighs.
So what's the note?
Exactly.
What's that?
The note.
Right. You open up the note and it says, to myself, I'm sorry that I didn't have more time to meet up with you. I don't know why it's such a short life. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking for, but red stones, underlined, seem to be the key. It may be some specific redstone that is being sought. I don't know. I suspect that these may, hold on, let me check his skill. These maybe it's an important redstone that is causing shadows of other redstones to appear, and that's why we're inundated with them. I would like to wish myself good luck in solving this mystery. Signed, me.
Yes.
So wait.
See, that's how you do it, Freddie.
The other you knows more than you. Okay, this is weird.
Oh, it gets
the other me has been implanted with information about finding the red stones.
Aha. I see.
Whereas I have not been implanted with that. So the other me, based on that scenario, when the scenario, however he was created or shuffled about or whatever.
Freddie was almost the candy cane.
So you're telling me that these redstones or redstone can make shadows? Or
No. Well, yeah, it must be something. Sorry, yes,
something like that.
Yeah, that it's something of enough power that it could potentially make shadows.
Oh, I can make modern. We need to find it. We need to find one. I need modern civilization.
You're power hungry again.
No, I just want a normal city with like a computer, like an internet. We need to find it.
No. Sorry, you're misunderstanding. The redstone doesn't create shadows. It creates shadows of red stones within existing shadows.
Well, that's not fun.
Just as Zog in here was a shadow of a Zog outside, and just as we've seen multiple versions of individuals that we encounter, which you haven't seen to the extent we have, but for example, the staff and quite a few individuals that are in Beastkin, we encountered in Red Carpet.
That's weird.
It's the nature of the shadows. Of the pocket realms, excuse me.
So did the note says that the stones make the shadows visible? Or?
I think more the fact that the stone was powerful enough that it was causing shadows of itself or stones. So the question is, are we talking? I mean, the fact that they don't seem to know.
Well,
no,
if they don't know, that
note
means
it down because you were talking too fast.
If they don't know, then that means maybe the patent doesn't know either.
Exactly right. The patent, and that's part of the thing. All the patent knows it's a red stone. It doesn't know size. I mean, it could be the red crystal that the laughing man, the smiling man had, the smiling person had, for example. But I doubt it.
No, this patent's really pissing me off.
Well, when we get through.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, we should probably go build that yacht.
Yeah. So let's. Yes.
Oh, it gets deeper. The rabbit hole continues down, Freddie. You enjoy the ride. It's not even as weird as it's going to get yet.
Ooh.
All right. I'm going to go to, because I know the two, there was two.
I know. Sorry,
workshops.
just before. Sorry, I was just going to do some card play.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Now, I know this won't work, but I'll just try it anyway. I will pull out the red stone out of my trench coat I've got it here somewhere.
Red stone. Go ahead and get rid of the card. It is a red. It is a stone. There you go. Yeah, of course you're happy. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Everybody else looks totally shocked, and suddenly they realize that you are the fake one.
All right, so
am I the real one and they're the fake ones?
Ooh. We want the red stone. Give it to us.
I'll take them to the two workshops, the carpenter and the metal workshop. Oh wait, didn't the carpenter burn down?
Uh-huh.
Wait.
I suspect he won't be willing to help you if you had anything to do with them burning down.
Actually, it wasn't me this time. Believe it or not.
Yeah. Oh, good.
It was one of the others.
Right.
But yeah.
They built a new carpenter shop though because it's way too fucking useful resource. And now since they've gotten more wood and shit coming in, I mean the carpenter is busy building stuff to be repairing the naughty leprechaun with, but he takes a break from his work, comes over and goes, "You again." He glares at Freddy. So Freddy burned down his violated his daughter.
I didn't do it, okay? You know, I didn't do it.
You were there.
I know I was there, but just
isn't your name
out,
Freddy Firestarter?
Yes.
That's just no. Look, we just need some help. Can you help me?
When you say help, you mean you need me to build in there one of those contraptions for you?
Yeah. Please?
Alex Kinley wanted the naughty leprechaun ready to fly again. Why don't you not make anything yet?
I'm not as skilled as you.
All right, I'll tell you what, if you want to help me, it will go a little faster.
All right, sure.
Everybody give me their carpentry woodworking supporter rolls to see if you can put this guy at so many negatives he is unable to build anything and his shop burns down. If Freddy fumbles, the shop automatically burns down.
Oh, hey, I made it. Holy shit.
Wow. Okay, great. He's at a plus 10. He's into that. All right, he attempts to make his part. Right. And then you guys take all that shit over to the Metal Crafter shop. Metal Crafter glares at Freddy. You.
He did not.
I didn't do anything to you.
You're the guy who burned down the carpentry shop.
Yeah, but
no. He was not the one that burned down the carpentry shop.
All right then. Well, he says, "Hold on a second." He goes off, talks to the carpenter, comes back, and he says, "Carpenter says you guys are good workers. Let's put that to the test."
Okay.
Everybody, give me your metal crafting rolls. You spend there a couple of days doing that. Freddy burns down the fucking shop.
I'll spend the revolt card.
Why?
I've never seen metal burn that color before.
Come on, give me another fumble.
No.
All right. Anybody
Sorry,
else?
it was metalworking, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
Where's my new skill? Oh,
Because you don't have enough new skills and shit.
yeah.
So far, he thinks you guys are rubbish workers. He's going to go beat the carpenter's ass after he gets done with this. Well, at least somebody didn't burn down my shop. All right. And he will attempt to build you guys the other parts needed desperately in order to make this work. There you go, he says.
Thank you.
Thank
Now,
you.
good luck on assembling it.
Yeah, so now what do you do, Freddie?
Doing vitals.
Well, I mean, we've done it before. It's not that difficult. You just put this bit over there, and you just attach this, do that over here, and there it is.
Right. Try jury rig, Freddie. I'm sure you've got that at good skill.
Well, I have actually,
Oh, you have build this device?
yeah, but
Oh,
it's not as high as my jury rig.
I'll let you use whichever one you would like. You can split
Jury
one
rig
from
it
the
is.
other, in fact. Oh. They watch. If he rolls a fumble, he burns it down because it's hilarious.
That's a fail.
He can't put it together.
So what do you...
I mean, usually Doc did all this, so...
All right, so this assembles to be the advanced.
Yeah, everybody can try their assemble advanced land yacht skill if you'd
Can
like.
I attempt my assemble at once? Land yacht or no?
If they all fail, sure. Yana, it's all up to you to attempt to assemble an advanced land yacht.
Yeah, that's my favorite skill to do.
No,
I believe in you.
I like that. Doc's always done it. Right.
It burns down.
But
Freddie, why did you set it on fire?
I didn't do it. Why is everyone putting me?
I use a hero.
It just shows the burning barrel in the background. She goes and tells everybody it was Freddie.
No, I reroll it.
Oh, damn.
Fail.
All right. You guys seem to. Freddie, go ahead and since you have the assemble advanced land yacht skill, you can now.
Damn it.
Great. Okay. So you guys are sitting there with a bunch of pieces of this. I mean, all the pieces are there. You just can't figure it out because there's no instructions. And if there were instructions, they'd be in Swedish because the people at IKEA hate you. It's at this point while you've spent probably about 4 days getting the parts, another couple days trying to assemble it. Very frustrating. And you see Freddie coming up to you guys, all three of you.
Hold on, let me roll my heal.
Anything.
Yeah, Freddie, just give me a sanity roll or actually I didn't make Yana do one, so you don't have to do one either because Yana's good with this. Freddie glares at himself.
Yes,
Here, Freddie comes up. What'd you do?
That was my healing.
Oh, right. Good man.
You got your finger back.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
The other Freddie comes up and he goes, spice trade.
Where have you put the truck?
Paprika. Cayenne pepper. Chili powder. Saffron. Sumac. You guys stand there and laugh at him. Freddie, you're wondering if this is how everybody sees you all the time when you're talking about spices.
So, what about the red? What about the red stone?
He says, paprika.
Yeah.
He looks at it in confusion, puts it in his pocket. Cayenne pepper.
Did you bring a shipment over?
Chili powder.
Wait. I want to play my, what's it called?
You have spice lore?
The man who has the lemons. Understand any bounding an NPC is doing.
All right. He's naming off all red spices.
Yes.
Yana, if you'd said that before I said it, I'd have given you...
I thought it was evident.
No straight man knows what spices are. Saffron. Sumac, he says. Sumac. He twists and turns into lines and fades away. Sumac.
Congrats, Freddy.
Ah,
Now everybody can do a Sandy roll. Hooray!
oh, damn it. I was an idiot.
Another
I should have known that he was here.
Poor Freddy.
How much is it? D6?
D6. D6.
Okay.
The guy goes, 1 point.
It's 1 point.
She goes, it's only Freddy. Fuck him.
It's only me, fuck myself.
If only you had a candy cane, huh? So,
I'm just glad Alex Kinley did not meet himself,
Mm.
as I would have to leave the room. As Alex Kinley attempts to deduce Alex Kinley, who attempts to deduce Alex Kinley.
Yep. That's what you do when you meet your doubles.
Yes.
Well, that was pretty interesting.
if Alex Kinley tried to seduce Alex Kinley, it would just be like him playing with himself.
Yes, that's why I said I'd have to leave, because I could see them moving on to first base, second base, etc.
Your only hope would be to get them enough whiskey real quick that they stop to drink it.
Yes.
Oh,
All right, why don't we ask one of the
days.
why don't we ask one of the craftsmen if they
I'm assuming
help us
on
assemble
the 5th day, which was when we were attempting to assemble the land yacht, there was no pattern power within 20 meters of us.
There was. It was the guy who
other.
faded away going, Sumac!
Yeah.
Thus verifying everything that you thought. Now you think
I want to ask one. I want to ask the metal craftsman if he could help us assemble it, because his craftsmanship is so superior to ours. We just bow in his presence.
The line for ass kissing starts right behind him. He tells you to. He attempts to assemble it for you. You probably
So
the wood parts wrong. You should go talk to him.
are you a Dora, or are you one of the second or third generation people?
Dora, why?
I was just curious.
Oh.
Alright, I'll ask the carpenter thing. I'll go ask the carpenter.
Hey, where's my ass kissing? He yells at you as you lug all that shit
You
away.
didn't fix it.
He says, right, you go over to the carpenter, and the carpenter goes, well, he puts it together for you, goes, don't burn down my shop.
Thank you.
I would never dream of it.
That's not what you said when you came by yelling sumac. He goes back to work.
What?
The cry of sumac may haunt your dreams, Freddie. Not very long. You didn't lose much sand.
All right, are we ready?
Yep.
All right, you guys are all in your vehicle thing at last. And Freddie, are you driving?
You're up.
I'd rather not.
Well, I must admit, before we go, there has to be. I think there's something wrong.
With
Well, I've never been here previously and not had Darius hassle me with half a dozen quests.
All right.
The fact
It's
that we've
'cause
been
we
here for
took
6
care of
days
everything.
and Darius hasn't hassled me means there must be something wrong. We better go check on Darius, make sure he's all right.
Yes.
why do you have to make? Okay.
I'm giving Pete a card for it. Right. You guys go check with Darius. Darius is actually doing okay. And he goes, hey.
Hi.
we've been trying to give you guys some space because Alex
thank you.
was really happy with that. But since you've come here, something interesting is going on. You remember how the Snow Shield dwarves told us that they would send us tribute and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know what they told you, but yeah,
They told us they'd send us tribute and stuff like that. But instead, they all seem to have fucked off back to their mountains and locked themselves in.
Smart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we need spices to trade with them, and then we'll get the tribute.
No.
He looks
and
at
thus they are fulfilling their own prophecy. And thus they're fulfilling their own prophecy for when Alex Kinley goes and hits the area with the hammer, they will all be wiped out.
Yep.
Quite possibly. Although the problem with that is if Alex Kinley does show up at the Snow Shield Dwarf's place and pulverizes it with the hammer of ultimate evil or whatever, then all their gold and gems and stuff will be lost.
No, don't do that.
I figure since they're breaking their agreement, if at any point you guys want to go in there and hunt them down and destroy them and seize all their riches and stuff, then they'll give you what you always ask for when you come here. So,
Oh, that could work. But I'd rather just trade spices with them.
He glares at you. He says, "If you want to trade spices, don't forget the other dwarves that were originally."
I know.
So
I haven't forgotten.
We are glad you are okay, Darius. Bye. Let's go.
Brushes back his dreadlocks and waves to you.
All right. So who's driving this thing?
Everybody looks at you. What do you do?
I've barely got any experience. I'm just saying.
A little bit of experience.
McKay ignores the vehicle and begins casting spells.
I was just quickly doing a couple of spells over the 5 days we were doing different stuff. Moving stuff around. I'm like,
apparently you were the most competent driver they have.
Yeah. I do have a little bit of skill but I can't even. I'm not even at a point where I could consider myself a hobbyist. But I do have a little bit of skill with.
I don't have
doing it, and I was successful last time I used this thing.
You shouldn't have told them that. You should have just looked at him and said, "Get driving."
Well, I guess you're driving it. Come on. I mean, if you fail, I'll try take over. But
all right, sure. Give me
go for it.
Drive it there, Pete, and see if you can fail it so that it gets put on the spot.
I swap places with him real quick.
There he goes. That was quick. All right. Yeah, it just turns it into the wall. You go.
I'll play my skill 5.
Dun, 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 dun. And this is how he became known as the perpetual driver. Dun, dun,
shit.
Dun, dun, dun. Right. Who's wanting to try shadow shifting first? Who doesn't have? Who needs a check?
Go for it.
You.
I'll do it second then.
Dun,
if you fail.
Dun, 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 dun. It plays that dramatic music over and over. Back, you see a van following it. Dun, 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 dun. Who's next? Hey, no problem. It looks like he can be relied on to do everything. You guys eventually get to. His life's gonna get harder. You guys eventually get through, and you're going across the snow, and eventually you reach the vaunted wall of fire. It's then that Yana realizes she forgot to bring her Santa suit. No, I'm kidding.
No.
No.
We have to go back, he says, and you're like, God damn it. So anyway, right, you guys pull up there, and are you gonna do what I think you're gonna do, or are you doing something?
Yes.
Yeah,
we're going to do what you think we're going to do.
Please describe how you do it.
We turn it over on its side, we pour diesel and petrol over it, and we flick matches and blaze at it.
That's so gritty.
No. Anyway.
What do you do?
We set ourselves, we find a prime, we need a location that's good enough, that we can actually paint it.
Yep.
There's that there's enough features.
You find the perfect place.
Beautiful.
That way you can sit around and draw pictures of cocks and bitch about
and
your.
then we set ourselves up a camp and we start painting.
Does anybody have Arctic survival to make it a more comfortable camp as opposed to, wow, this sucks, I'm in hell, kill me now?
I have a little bit.
Dun, 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 dun.
Survival. That's jungle.
Go ahead, Freddie. Freddie fucking sets up a camp for you. You guys actually don't need to.
You were the one that managed to do it the last time we were here as well.
Freddie does everything. Everything. He can be relied on 100% for every skill needed for that.
If it involves creating fire,
He's great at firing things. Anyway, you guys have a nice camp set up and the paints are near the fire. Because it's really inconvenient to lay inside a sleeping bag and try to paint. It's just awkward. So, but you do sleep in sleeping bags at night for maximum comfort. But he's actually built you a nice kind of crudish campsite and stuff, but it's also got like pine boughs on it and stuff. So, it's a little bit hidden and all that. Very nice. Comfortable.
Oh, do you know what will be the worst mindfuck when the copy of Maddie, which was created when Maddie walked the pattern, will come asking for it.
And that's a card for Yana that she realizes the doom that is to come.
And then they go away and have makeup sex. And she fades away halfway through.
Oh no! I was old.
Awkward.
So we are painting.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How much time do we have?
As long as we want.
Well, as much food as we have.
So
that's 2 days.
Yeah, wait till everybody else does their stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Try to keep.
Sorry, for some reason I've.
All right, 4 days now. So you go ahead and make your 2.
Hey, painting does not come easy to you guys in the pattern and stuff. The Trumps.
It's weird. I was doing really well for a while. There. We're right near the barrier. Might as well fire those off every day. Second day. Third day. Fourth day. Painting roll. Emotional paint. My skill plus 15 card.
Is everybody okay with going a little extra? Or do you just will you end up painting that and then the session ends when eventually you succeed? It's up to you.
Maybe to go a little bit extra.
Me too.
To at least get to Amber and find out that Manny's been and gone, and like the daughter, who knows where she is.
I just thought it'd be ironic. It's like, and you see Amber in the distance, and it shows the credits starting to go, and you're like, God damn it!
It seems so easy at the beginning of today.
There we go.
Hey.
Wow. Okay, McKay has a new trump card. How many days is that?
That was 4 days.
That was the 4th day.
Yeah.
Did woman with no name doesn't like to paint? She's like, why can't I illustrate the cards?
Exactly.
How about if we do 2 more days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to have a different target for your painting, Pete, or do you want?
Yes.
Who?
Oh wow. Okay.
Freddie paints himself. I don't know if you want to paint him right now. Although if you do, his trump card will show up looking like he's some sort of mentally impaired toddler with paint.
I am going to paint Mildred.
All right.
Attempt to paint Mildred.
Does he fumbled his paint?
Depending on how things go, having a trump card of Mildred may come very useful.
Oh yeah.
I can't argue that.
Does magic work here, by the way?
Very hard. I think it's a ×1.
I can check. My doubt or my guess is you're probably screwed here. Let's see. It's Arctic. Magic. ×1. Yeah, willpower ×1.
I'll
It's
try one spell, but
you realize your chance of blowing yourself up is equivalent of your chance of pulling off a spell, roughly.